Yo, I know that the title of this video might be a little bit confusing as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge has gotten near critical acclaim from most gamers out there. With that being said, as awesome as this game is, there are a few things that I feel could have been better, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at in this video. And ultimately, if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is worth buying is something which I will be rounding up at the end of the video, so make sure you keep it locked. My first gripe is the USA exclusivity of the Radical Edition. Okay, so the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge Radical Edition has been put out by Limited Run Games, and to me it definitely looks amazing. It comes with some awesome features such as a mini arcade machine that doesn't actually play the game, a 1988 style Shredder figure, a blister card package, a VHS style package, and a strategy guide, a soundtrack, and a few other bits there too. However, this awesome collection is only available in the USA. And whilst I personally do think at $200 it is slightly overpriced, I think that they could have made it so that that little arcade game could play the original arcade game on there, and this would have definitely been a steal. But overall, I think the overall edition of this Radical Edition does look amazing, and it would have been great to have seen this get a worldwide release. In addition to this gripe, I will say the delay of the physical edition is slightly annoying. So no matter where you are in the world, wherever you live, if you want the physical edition of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge, you are going to have to wait for it. Now, while pre-orders have been a success and the game is actually still available to buy in physical form from most of the companies that are offering it, you will have to wait until the end of July in order to play this game physical if you didn't want to get your hands on the digital version. This probably doesn't affect me fully just because I've already played it on the Xbox Game Pass, and I personally am still trying to build my digital catalog and library. But for those who definitely want to go down the physical route, you do have to wait until the end of July. My second gripe is, where is the enemy's health bar? Yeah, again, this is a very small gripe, and it is probably something that's not a priority for a lot of gamers out there, but I personally would always like to know how many punches or kicks would be required before my enemies are defeated. The enemy bar does appear when you are fighting bosses in this game, but I just haven't come across it when I am fighting the normal enemies. To be honest, this isn't by no means a deal breaker, but sometimes it is hard to prioritize who you should focus on beating up when there are multiple enemies on the screen. And even sometimes after you have defeated someone, you end up over kicking them or punching them because you don't know whether they are defeated or not. So I do think that this definitely could have been a great visual cue to maybe help some of the gamers out there. But yet again, as I said, this isn't a deal breaker, and I'm sure it's probably not going to bother most people. My third gripe is that I do feel that voice acting would have taken this game to the next level. Now, the presentation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge is truly outstanding. The way the game captures the look and feels of the 80s cartoon is just staggering, but at the same time, it has the look of the original Konami arcade game too. To me, it's definitely fantastic stuff. The game also has an awesome soundtrack. However, voice acting is something that really would have added even more to this game. There is a little bit here or there, but the cutscenes would have definitely been way more awesome if there were voice acting. Most of the characters have a line or two during the gameplay, so just getting the cast to record the cutscenes too, I feel would have added a lot more depth and enjoyment to the overall experience of the game. My fourth gripe is, I will say that the story is a little bit on the short side. Okay, this one might be a little bit too harsh, especially from me who absolutely loved Turtles in Time back on the Super Nintendo, and I did used to finish that game pretty quickly, and I still consider that as one of the greatest games of all time in terms of the beat 'em up genre. There's definitely more to this gameplay than there was in that specific Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. However, I will say with only 2 modes and pretty much both modes are kind of the same, I was kind of surprised at how there was not actually a ton of levels in the game. The levels that are here are awesome. I feel that they are designed very well and they are a ton of fun. So much fun that I wish there was definitely a lot more of them. I just feel overall the story isn't as long as I probably would have liked it to have been, and replaying some of the levels in order to complete some of the not so interesting side quests isn't really that appealing. That definitely adds the longevity which I personally would have been hoping for. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge, there is a fun stage where you are on the skateboards. This is clearly a nod to the skateboard section in the original arcade game, as well as sewer surfing in Turtles in Time. It is fun, but I do wish that for this game, they went that extra step and let us drive the Turtle van, or perhaps even get behind the yoke of the Turtle blimp. I know this is a silly nitpick, yes, but it would have definitely been something that took this game to the next level over the past arcade games. As I said in my previous gripe, I do think that this game definitely does lack that element of longevity, and I do think mixing up the levels and adding a little bit more of these features here or there would have made this a real awesome game. Anyway peeps, that's my 5 gripes, and I will say pretty much nitpicks. I guess the $1 million question is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge worth buying? All I can say is 100% this is an awesome game. This game is definitely what I would consider close to a masterpiece and just so much fun. It definitely lived up to the expectations that I personally had for the game, especially when I do consider that sometimes when you initially see these trailers, you get a little bit excited and then the game is released and it doesn't end up reaching that heights of which you think the game should have reached. Given the fact that it was the same guys that were in control of the likes of Streets of Rage 4, I had a lot of confidence that this would have definitely been a great game. And to me, it works as a great throwback for those of us that grew up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games in the 80s and 90s. However, it plays so well and it's so well made that even those who are not into the franchise are going to have an absolutely blast playing this game. It is for sure going to be definitely up there in the top 10 games that was released in 2022, and for those who haven't had the opportunity to get the game yet, I definitely would say that this is well worth buying. Anyway peeps, that's just my 5 gripes and my opinion as to whether the game is worth buying or not. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you've had the opportunity to play this game yet. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with some of the gripes that I've had, or do you think it kind of falls more onto the nitpick side of the fence? As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to smash the like button. Do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.